Taurus Tiger. Here is the down-to-earth tiger, the only tiger who manages to keep all four paws on the ground and his head together at the same time. A steadier tiger, a more vigilant Taurus. The mind of the Taurian-born tiger is both tight and ship-shape. Nothing that enters there gets out on the other side without being carefully recorded. Tigers like to know things. Taurians want to keep everything. The combination results in a reductably savvy character who, although may seem slightly eccentric and just a smidge too easygoing, is really keeping score while you're watching the grass grow. So Taurus Tigers from this, they appear easygoing, but they record everything that you're saying. So they're really serious, but they don't want to appear that way. I guess they don't want people to know that they're serious, but they want to like keep it to themselves and then like appear easygoing. So like let's say you really want someone that's easygoing and you meet a Taurus Tiger, well when you marry them you'll get a different package when you really get to know them. I would say all in all that the Taurus Tiger is a serious person. There might be something light-hearted in his manner, a certain jauntiness in his walk, but don't be fooled. The tiger-born Taurus never really lets down his guard. He's wily and wary. He's capable and truly enjoys leading. Taurus Tiger would rather you didn't get ahead of him in the jungle. Tiger Taurian people are really haughty. She may be the Queen of England, as it just so happens, but she does not have much presence or snobbery about her. These people favor simple pleasures. So like they're very serious and they really like being the leader in things, and when they are the leader they're not very bossy or very like wanting everything. They prefer things that are simple, which is kind of weird. So they're leaders, they like being in charge, they like being serious and really listening to people. So let's say you're out on a date and you tell a Taurus Tiger your favorite place to eat all the time, or used to eat when you were a kid or something. Maybe in the next like 3 dates or the wedding proposal will be at that restaurant, you know, he'll really remember. Tigers born in Taurus love crowds. They don't have to be the center of attention, yet they get a kick out of watching others perform without feeling ego threatened. This subject possesses a natural nobility. It comes with territory. Taurus Tigers are modest people who plod with panic. The Taurus Tiger loves to be mobile. Ask him to take a trip tomorrow and his bag will be packed before you can buy the tickets. They are gregarious in a pleasant, settled way and can be taken absolutely anywhere, as they have excellent manners, a good common sense, the polite stand, and to take any given company. So they really like crowds, so they probably like to go to like comedy shows or something. Like they like to watch like funny comedy and stuff, and they get a kick out of it, and they don't feel like ego threatened if someone is making fun of them or stepping over them or something. They are modest too, and they love to go out and wherever you want. Like they're really mobile, so if you want to go anywhere they're up for it, which is cool. So they're really like up for anything. And they also have excellent manners, so if you ever bring them home, you know, they'll be very nice. And yeah, these people are far from perfect though. They tend to excessive individuality. It can be unnerving. They may even be said to be on the odd side. Taurus Tigers like things their way and see no reason why this cannot be. They are the kind of people who prefer some cheap but exotic tea drink from Libsyn, where they once stranded overnight, to the best champagne money can buy. They don't care what anybody thinks. They may show up at your house for lunch with a quart of ice cream, which they insist on eating instead of super salad. So even though they seem like, you know, they seem like the typical like good guy, a guy who secretly listens but is also very easygoing, a guy who has excellent manners and likes to travel and everything and is modest and stuff and likes to lead, so he won't like grovel at your feet, like you can respect him, but at the same time, he will be a bit odd and indifferent from others, and he doesn't care what people think. So he could, like, show up with ice cream for lunch or something like that. But at least he keeps things in surprises, You'll have surprises. Taurus Tigers may get along on very little money too. Their needs can be simplified down to the barest essentials. They don't mind if you want to spend cool $1 million a year. They prefer to keep expenses down and get by with less. It's part of their eccentricity. Taurus Tigers want to be expansive without being expensive. So they also can handle very little money. Like, they're not like picky and stuff about things. So if you're a guy and you want a girl that's a Taurus Tiger, you should know that she won't be really like picky about clothes or anything, and she'll really just favor simple things, and she'll just be happy to be with you, or he will be just happy to be with you if you're a girl. You will not regret befriending a Taurus Tiger. They are easy to get along with because they find it less complicated to let others know their limits from the start than suffer unpleasant surprises later. If they don't want your screaming kid in the house, they are most likely to tell you in a nice way, "That little Shirley is simply impossible." No hard feelings. Another trait Taurus Tiger has is courage. These people have a grit of a foot soldier and the mind of a Roman general. Like good, hearty red wines, they travel well and go with just about any activity you can dream up. So they'll go with any activity that you want, so they'll really try and, like, please you in a good way, but also they'll be a leader, so they won't be, like, a pushover or anything. Definitely not a pushover. And they're also not a pushover because they really tell you like it is, but in a sweet way, like a normal way, pleasant way. Okay, love. If you fall in love with a Taurus Tiger, you must know this. The brand of burning passion with which Taurus Tigers are gifted from birth makes love look like a word described with apathy, which basically means Tigers born in Taurus really fall in love. So if you like one of these guys, get ready, because they really fall in love. They take it seriously. They find someone who they give everything, follow everywhere, involve themselves with selflessly, and with an uncommon ardor, defending that person down to the very last bullet in their gun belts. Trouble is, if anything should happen to this said person, or a cloud settle on the relationship, the Taurus Tiger can slip into a deep despair, of which they might not even be able to get out of. So, like, they will seriously give you anything if you're with a Taurus Tiger. Like, they really, like, appreciate love and when they're in it. So they seem really, like, I don't know, just reading this sounds like a really good package. Except for making you freak out if you dump them, because you feel if you dump them, like, they won't have stability to, like, move on. When love is gone, part of the Taurus Tiger leaves with it. In order to love one of these souls, you really need to be anything more than be. The Taurus Tiger's figure is it's up to him or her to do the adoring. Wow, you don't even have to do anything. You just sit there while I go get you some drinks. Taurus Tigers likes to take care of others in a metaphysical or mental way. I wouldn't put my daily diet into their hands. They might condemn you for only eating beans or soup. Don't fuss about, like, eating or anything. They don't really like fussy people. If they are unhappy, they'll let you know. Like, if you feel like they'll just be with me forever, but no, if they start to get unhappy, they'll let you know. But most of the time, you just have to be yourself, and they'll just like you for you, which is cool. Now, compatibilities. If you really like a Taurus Tiger, these are who they really like. Cancer, Virgo, and Capricorn appeal to your earthy side. In their ranks, you are best off with dragons, dogs, or horses. A flight of fancy love life might include the watery Pisces born in dragon or dog years. Scorpios are not excluded either, particularly those of the dog variety. These are who they should not date. Don't bother with Scorpio monkeys or snakes, or Leo Aquarius snakes, or oxes, and even monkeys. Be on your own person first. That's it. That's who you should not be with, and that's who you should be with. Thank you for watching this. Next video is Taurus, whatever's after Tiger.